Good evening, Virgo. The last of my mutable signs, Earth to Earth. How you doing, Virgo? I am Lisa. Welcome to Earth Sense 2, Tarot 22. We're going to get your reading out for March 2020. See what's going on with you. What's going on in your world? Circles of life. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, earth to earth. Hey, Virgo, what's up with you? Yeah, you come to hang out with Tarot 22? All right. Let's get the reading out, see what's going on here in March. Oh my God, you're the last times. It's been crazy. I've been real lazy, still trying to get over this sickness I had. You get rid of a flu or bad cold and then turn back around and you're dealing with the kids and get another one 2 weeks later, and then they come up with this. But I knew about this stuff a long time ago. I've been warning people slowly about we was going to be in this house. I told people, the people don't listen to me. I'm the psychic one. I'm the intuitive one. I'm the one that can feel. However, clairvoyant, clairaudience, clairstance, all that stuff. I can feel energies. And I try to warn people however mild I can be. Well, one of these days, people going to listen to me. They going to listen to me. Some people get your waters. I say 4 to 8 gallons. No, you need to get those 5-gallon bottles. About 4 to 8 of those. That's what I meant to say. So correction, if any of you know me and you read my message on another classmate page. That's what I meant. Those 5-gallon bottles, you need to get about 4 of those. Keep them in your house at all times for emergencies. Because I knew we was going to come up upon this stuff. However, I just didn't know. I just kept telling people something don't feel right. Something don't feel right, Virgo. It just didn't feel right. So I was trying to come out on you. That's you, Virgos. Yeah, the lovers. They try to say Leo's the lovers, but I say Virgos. You know, it used to be one of those things for Virgos and Leos once upon a time in my life. There's the Hermit. That's you, Virgo. All right, let's get you reading now. We're going to do a Celtic cross now. I didn't touch Gemini this, so touch Gemini. I forgot. I might have. That's your overall energies. I knew it was coming. The lovers. It's your overall energies. I like it. Ooh, Virgo. My first love was a Virgo. He probably thought he was my first. But if he watching this video, it was a Leo. Oh, Leo. I'm giving justice and truth to the situation. Bring light and make it right. You be like, you lied. You lied to me? Well, you can't tell them everything all the time. You gotta learn how to boost a man's ego sometimes. They made up of strength, ego, and honor. I learned that a long time ago when I was trying to do right, be in the church and stuff. Had one foot in, one foot out. I'm doing it right. Okay. Oh, come on now, y'all. Come on. What's working in the past for Virgo spirit? I keep trying to get these cards out. We deal with a Celtic cross guy, but as I was saying, I didn't tell Gemini, so pass the word that next month I'm going to try to do something a little different because I do this in segments of cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs. However, the elements are a little mixed up, and I don't get so focused or adamant about the elements because we're all made up of the 12 elements, however planetary aligned. And I'm going to keep saying it till you get it because you guys do not need to be so focused about the elements of the reading, just more or less the energies of, because everybody within the cycle goes around with every element. We're made up of fire, water, air, earth, and spirit. Okay? So don't forget that. And don't forget to check out my website so you can check out my element collection, my perfumes, fire, water, air, earth, sugar, sugar, divine, bamboo, be free. I have a master divine I'm working on, or king divine. And I have fire quartz and purple dream. Yeah, so that's my element collection, fire, water, air, earth, spirit. But we're made up of all those energies, and upon any constellation or planetary alignment with chakras, however, there's about 13 of those, as well as the actual planetary alignments, 12 to 13 of those. We deal in cycles, and we go round and round and round upon those cycles, dealing with the numbers 1 to 9, right? Because 10 always comes back around to 1. So I don't like to get so tied into or stuck with the actual energies, because come on now, spirit, you got to give me something for the past and the future. Future, past, you speak to me, because most of the energies, we all go through all of them. Like right now, you got Mars. I might want to fight you because I might be in Aries right now. But you know, Saturn is my actual sun sign, or ruling planet, being of an earth symbol. And you're Mercury, right? So Mercury's direct now. Excuse me, guys. Mercury's direct, right? I know what I went downstairs to get. I went downstairs to go get me some chocolate. My sister like chocolate, so if y'all ever send me some gifts, you know, we got a cash app for donations, and we do use that to actually build up the channel with other cards or any other utilities or tools we may need. However, we may need them, and we will as we're building. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you for it. But I went downstairs to get me some chocolate. And that need to have some alcohol or something in it. But anyway, people always trying to do something tense and slick, trying to distract me. I done put on 5 pounds of all this isolation and consecration and all this other stuff, and constitution and the ghetto. This consecration, I don't know why y'all trying to keep me in some type of constitution. It's against my rights. All up in this house and stuff. I don't know what's going on, but y'all better get it right. All this crazy stuff. You got time for all that. 7 minutes. I had to blow my nose. I didn't wash my hands though. Spirit, I need a card for Virgo. Thank you so much. What's working in the future for what's working in the finances for Virgo for March 2020, Spirit? Okay, Virgo. Doing your thing. Y'all always good about making that moolah. The coin, the pentacles, the ching, ching, ching. Coins, the pentacles. Virgo, y'all gonna stop trying to be slick. Okay? Let's get this reading together. Yeah, I've been eating candy. I don't care. I don't care, because, see, we know how to work out. And this little 5 pounds going to come off when the summer comes, and I go back to my fruit and my little plant-based diet. I can eat this because I can act out sometimes because I feel like it. Okay. What's going on with you? You always got some mess going on in your love life. All the time. But Shrimp, the thing with you, Virgos, it's always a balance there. You know, they say Balance is based around the Libra spirit. But I think they're also ruled by Mercury or Uranus. Also, in Taurus, you're ruled by Mercury, a communication planet. But I think you guys are more balanced within keeping a nice rhythm, algorithm between your love life and work. Your overall energies is the Lover's card. Okay? And the reason I say that, see, I'm talking, I don't even realize where the cards are. You have the Justice card, which deals with balance, righteousness, direction, anything committal to dealing with situations that perhaps may be a little unstable or unbalanced, where you bring balance back to it. That's why I said that. I didn't even realize that was crossing that with the Lover's card there. So there's balance in your love life, or you're actually going to be balancing out some situations concerning your love life, or cutting some things out. Okay, this is all dealing with that, and that is the major overall energies right here that deals with the situation concerning a love life, more or less, where you're cutting out a lot of things that's been causing you a lot of heartache. Okay, so those are your overall energies. The Lover deals with destiny, fate, intense attraction between you and another individual. But with the Justice card being there, it more or less deals with a situation that requires or acquires your attention, with how with you bringing balance to a situation where it concerns your heart or your emotions, with the Lover's card be there. And Lovers is also Gemini. It's dealing with the twins, so it's dealing with a soulful connection, more or less those who are twin flames or soulmates. So this is a soulmate you've been dealing with, and perhaps things are going right for you with the Justice card being there, and you're okay with the situation, or perhaps you need to come out of the situation, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. But what's working against you in your South Node is the King of Swords. Okay? That's working against you. Now, whatever's going on in this situation concerning your emotions dealing with another individual, or perhaps you've been given a little bit too much to a work situation, but this isn't dealing with work. This is dealing with another individual or parties of individual. And I'll tell you why there in a minute. The King of Swords, you have to cut some things out that is not in balance as far as your emotions, because your emotions have been all over the place, and you need to bring justice and balance to the situation to make it right and do what's right for you, what's in your best interest. And I say that because what's working for you in the position of the Ace of Cups, however, it deals with emotions, balance, being felt, and having another person feel your center of emotions, and perhaps anything new that you might want to add to this situation, where it's okay, it's balanced, it's just you feel like it's right for you. However, with the Ace of Cups here, something in the situation with it concerns you eliminating something. Okay, with the King of Swords being here and the reverse position or downright, that's actually not working for you, and you need to bring balance to it. And it's been some conversations more or less about it, as far as you bringing a mutual agreement to anything where you feel like you could be felt more, Virgo, with the Ace of Cups being here. But with this working for you in the this is not in the future, the Ace of Cups working for you, you need to, as Virgos tend to do within their hermit situation, the hermit didn't come out here, at least not yet, as far as anything that needs to be clarified in its reverse position. But the situation requires balance and making it right. But what I said about the Lover's card being here, it's more or less making the situation right for you. And if you feel like you're not giving to, or the situation is not giving consideration to how you feel, what concerns your feelings, then perhaps you need to cut this person out of your life, make it right for you, and do what's best for you with the Eight of Cups being here, and perhaps start something new. And I'm going to tell you why I said that, because there's no need for you to keep fighting a situation with this Swords being here, or even the Justice card being here, because you have what's working in the past here is the Seven of Cups. It's in the reverse position. You've cut some things out with this that was working against you in your North Node opposed to what's in your South Node for what's working for you. The King of Swords generally deals with truths, revelations, and things that need to come to surface that needs to be made right. But with this being in the reverse position, you've given consideration with the Ace of Cups being here as to how it's going to be made right for you. And if you need to cut a nigga off, okay, that's what you're going to do, because with all these temptations and situations and choices and decisions that you felt like you had to make, you're tired of it. You're tired of figuring out how you're going to juggle along balance, make temperance to it, and give righteousness as to how you're going to feel like you're being treated fairly and just. So with this being in the past, you're like, I don't have time for all this. Okay? This is just a little too much. It's overbearing for me. Like, I got to keep dealing with this and trying to figure out what we're going to do that's going to get us to the next level. Why do I have to keep doing that? And if I have to keep doing that, then perhaps I need to cut you out and start something new by myself, for myself. I don't need all this. And this is in the reverse position. I don't need it. It's causing too much. It's too heavy with the Justice card here being over the Lovers card here. It's too heavy. It bears too much weight for you to bring balance to it, and it needs to be cut out with the Page of Swords being here. The Seven of Cups is in the reverse position. This deals with too many situations, giving too much dedication or consideration to temptations where this was in the past, and it's in the reverse, and that's good, because you don't need all this weight upon you as far as trying to figure out how you're going to bring balance or peace to your actual emotions. You don't need to be dealing with all that with the Ace of Cups being here. Perhaps with this working for you, you've given a consideration to it and felt like, listen, I'm gonna have to cut it out because it's not making me feel good. Okay, you're going to bring balance and harmony to it for you. Okay, before you even try and figure out another person's feelings or emotions as to how it's not benefiting you collectively. Okay, worry about yourself. Now, with the Page of Swords being here in the future position, this is what is going to be necessary for you so that you can get to this place of peace and victory, success for you. First and foremost, before you try to balance out anything with another individual. So you cutting things out, or you did. That was in the past. You already did. That's in the past position. And you got the Page of Swords here, which deals with, again, cutting out what is not right for you, or any considerations, messages, social attentions that deal with somebody who's just being really young-minded, more or less, with the page being here. But it also deals with even taking consideration, because we can learn from anyone, right? Young or old. And this deals with a young energy, someone who's younger than you. This particular person who was in your life, as far as the Lovers being here, was someone young. And perhaps, as I said, with the Seven of Cups being here, with juggling temptations, situations, considerations, dedications, giving too much to that, where it's too much weight upon you, too much to just try and balance out where it's going to be made right for you, or where it feels right for you. This person is younger in the future. However, you need to give a little bit more consideration. However, you need to bring balance and harmony to it concerning your emotions and feelings. You may have to leave this person in the future. If they don't feel like or if you feel like that they're not going to work with you, with the Lovers card being here to bring you some type of balance and harmony and work with you concerning your relationship, whether it be relationship, marriage, job. And this doesn't really deal with a job. It deals with your heart. It deals with your relationship, because the Union card is there. That deals with fate, destiny, intensity. And you guys love to feel stuff very passionately. But this person here is the Page of Swords. Now, if we had to go back and base this off of any element, this deals with actual air signs. But with the sword being there, swords deals with truth. You have to come to your own truth, Virgo, with the Ace of Cups being here as to how you truly feel about this individual, okay? Or individuals, because I know about you, Virgo, sometimes you like to have, your cake and eat it too, and it's okay. You like to have choices, and it's okay as far as you get into a point of your Two of Cups. And that didn't come out, but this actual person here, Swords deals with air. It deals with Aquarius, and I know you guys can be very attracted to Aquarius, Aries, and Sagittarius. Whomever this person is in the future, they're around you, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do as far as making a situation or taking consideration as to how you want to bring something new, dealing with any passion or idea or situation concerning your relationship, perhaps wanting to take things to the next level with the Ace of Cups being here, then you're going to have to worry about yourself, okay? The King of Pentacles here. Cha-ching, yes. This deals with your finances. This person is very stoic, reserved and refined with a lot of wisdom, makes very wise decisions and choices where it concerns your money. So you're very balanced there, okay, with the Justice card being here, and the Lovers, however it deals with consideration or considerable projects or contracts, with you being right where you need to be with your money. And perhaps this may deal with a promotion that may be coming for you in the future, or anything that perhaps may be on your mind about starting a business that will bring better money in for you in the future. Okay, but this actual whomever this person is, if they're not doing things that are going to be just and right for you, you may have to cut them out because they're not on your level, more or less, where it concerns anything given into balance or harmony as far as your emotions. And it's caused a lot of weight and burdens upon you as far as temptations and you getting out of it. And you have with the King of Swords in reverse, or you're actually thinking about it again. That's in the past. And then again, if you deal with this in the past position, the King of Swords, okay, dealing with some truths and considerations and just standing ground about some things, you haven't been dealing with that in the situation, and you've been a little blinded by it and oblivious as to what perhaps could have been more clear to you. So social scenes, situations, events, anything where you're dealing with young-minded individuals, perhaps you may have to cut them out of your life because this is in the reverse. You don't want to feel so overwhelmed with temptations and situations that cause considerable amount of burdens upon you, with the King of Swords in reverse there and the King of Pentacles being here. When you have focused about doing things for you, perhaps with starting a business, home-based, or anything relative to making your money grow for you, or moving up within a company, because this perhaps could deal with promotions, being very reliable what concerns your money. Now, the love position here deals with the Three of Swords, and that's in the reverse position. That's why I say here, you understand why I say if this situation concerning your heart or emotions, your relationship is not balanced to you, where you feel like it's going to work for you, where you can't work together or move things to the next level with just proposing new ideas, because you Virgos like to keep things new. I know this to be so. You're very true to what it is you communicate to another individual. It's nothing phony about you, and you don't like phony people. I know that for sure. So perhaps with this Three of Swords being in the reverse position, you've already cut this person out because it's too much on your heart. You understand? You don't need to deal with it. And with this being in reverse, this is what is coming clear through now. Exactly, the energies are coming through. You felt like, excuse me, you felt like, I see exactly what's going on. With this Lover's position and the overall positions, whatever's been going on with you taking a relationship or situation, marriage or whatever, anything considerable within your emotions or your heart, taking things to the next level here, this being in reverse, this Page of Swords, this young mentality, young, naive, not being on your level, too much. There's no balance, no harmony. You felt like, I don't need to be in no third party situation. And this is in the reverse position. So that's why you're cutting it out. And you are, and you've given a lot of thought to it. So with bringing harmony and justice, with the justice card being here over the overall positions of the lovers, you're cutting it out. You've given enough thought to it, and you've been thinking hard about it, and you're definitely cutting it out because you want this. This is what's working for you. Okay? So you're about to break off with someone, or you're about to give into how you truly feel with the Page of Swords there, because you don't want this. You felt like you've been put in party and third party situations, group situations, where you just want it to be you and another individual, and you don't want to feel like you got to be an option here. This is in the past. You've had enough of that. You're ready for stable commitment with the Lover's card being here. You're ready perhaps to remarry, marry, for some of you the first time, with the King of Pentacles being here in the finance position, someone that you can rely upon. Remember I said this is reliant, someone that you can start a business with concerning your money. This is in the reverse position again, dealing with your love life. You don't feel like that anymore. You cutting that stuff out because you're tired of it. You want to bring harmony and justice, and you want to make it right for you concerning what it is you want to do in the future. And if they cannot, if you feel like with the actual position in your health here, because you've thought enough about it, where it's just causing too much burden or weight on it, as I said, with the Justice card being here, and you feel like you've been holding on to this situation too long with just making the cut or cutting it out of your life, with the King of Swords being here reversed in the past position, you've had enough of this. You felt like I held on too long. It's time for me to leave this alone. Clear, 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 very clear. You don't need to deal, I don't need to deal with anything else. Listen, do what's right for you, Virgo. Do what's right for you. You're deserving. You work hard. You work very hard. All this bullshit, excuse me, you don't need this. You don't need this. This is being cut out. You don't need to be in third-party situations. You don't need your heart broken, because with this in the future position, this person a bit younger than you can see forest for the trees a mile away as far as all this nonsense, all these temptations and all these choices and decisions, like you're being made an option. You don't have time for that. You're like, this is what I want. And I've been speaking my mind about it. And it's like, you're not being heard, with the Page of Swords being there. You've been saying something about it, or actually within it coming real soon. You have to cut that out because you felt like you held on to the relationship or situation a bit too long. And it's been really routine and malignant, where it hasn't been benefiting you. And that's the energies I got when I seen the Lovers initially. And then it just came right out. Yeah, this is causing or stunning your growth. This can be a progressive card as well, one of stability. When you have someone like the King working for you or with you, someone that you can rely upon to actually move into a future stable position with the King being here. This is someone who stands guard, who's going to protect and watch over you. But if you don't feel like you have someone in that position concerning your money, your heart, your relationships, your health, this deals with health. Like, I'm just bored. I want something new. You're like, enough of this. I had enough. I'm about to cut this out. This is not working for me. That's exactly what this is telling me. Okay? So, that's what you want. Yeah. You're like, I ain't got time for all this. See, look at that. You want equal give and take. You want to stay focused on the prize. You want recognition and rewards for what it is you bring to the table. That's what that is coming out there. This is reciprocity. You're like, I ain't got time for this. Okay? That's what came out there. And then that was just spirit on its own, just spoke that. All right? So let's see why the actual King of Swords is in reverse. And why is this in the past position for Virgo spirit for March 2020? Who is this king? And why is it he feel like he wanted to take advantage? Or why Virgo feels like he doesn't want to give any more time and energy to the situation? Why is the King of Swords in reverse? I don't really have to clarify this reading anymore. It's real clear. It's clear. The energies just come out as to what's going on here. It's just, you deserve love, Virgo. You don't need to keep putting yourself in situations where you're made an option. With the Seven of Cups being there in reverse, you want to get out of that. You don't want that, where you feel like you're being made a choice that was in your past. You don't want all those choices where you feel like you have to make choices between all these individuals. You want love, you want commitment, you want fate, you want destiny, you want intensity. You want true love. With the Ace of Cups being there and the Lovers, you want your divine soulmate. And you shall have that. You don't have to be in no third party situations. That's a bunch of nonsense. It's time. It's time for you. Okay? It's time for you. It's time to be in a committed, loving relationship with the Ace of Cups being there and start something new that is going to be true for you and your divine counterpart. Harmony and justice is here, with justice crossing that. You want what's right. You don't want people lying to you. With the Page and the King of Swords being there. You had enough of that. Like, don't lie to me. And that's what's been going on with the Three of Pentacles being there in the reverse. Like, you had enough of the lies and the deceit. Like, I don't need to be burdened with these shenanigans. With the Four of Pentacles being in the health position, because you feel like, I'm healthy, I'm good, things are looking up for me, I'm about to get a promotion on my job, I'm about to take things to the next level, I'm thinking about starting a business, where it concerns my money, just having stuff just move forward. Why is the King of Swords in reverse, spirit? Overall, this is a beautiful reading, but I'm so glad, Virgo, that you are looking within yourself, as you are so good at doing as the Hermit, that you are making decisions soundly and based upon you. The King of Swords is in reverse because of the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You've been feeling like you've been made an option, like you've been giving the short end of the stick, feeling left out of a situation where you feel like it should be only made right between you and another individual. You feel like, okay, it's just burden you. That's what this is, burdens, and just feeling really left out, real cold, like, it's caused too much humiliation upon you where you can't get to your Ace of Cups, and that's what's working for you. So you've had enough of that, and you're going to make changes with the Seven of Cups being in reverse. Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse, spirit, for Virgo? Tell me why these situations or temptations, decisions, and too many choices being made with the love or the emotions of Virgo, and why justice and righteousness need to be made in this situation for Virgo. Page of Cups. Yeah. You felt like you've been made too many times, too many options of too many people. You're like, I want an apology, because I ain't do nothing to deserve all that. You understand? And this is somebody young. Again, this is the Page of Cups. Back up against your future with the Page of Swords. You're like, I need somebody on my level. This is too much. This is somebody very young and naive who is not on your level when it comes to the actual Ace of Cups here. You want something fresh and new. You want somebody who's going to benefit you. You got the World card there. Yeah. You want someone who's going to be of your world. Okay? I don't need to really clarify this anymore. Tell me why the Four of Pentacles here, Spirit. And why this would be affecting the health and fitness and stability and overall energies of Virgo. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Yeah, you've had enough. You like, and I can't get an apology with the Justice card being there. You're like, no, I had enough. I've been trying to talk to you about this, and it's like it's nothing getting through to you with the Page of Swords being there because you're not listening to me. You're being childish. And I just feel left out, and I'm going to cut you out. I'm going to listen. If you need to cause breakup, yeah, there's the Death card trying to pick out. If you need to cause a breakup, Virgo, in this situation, and you need to break up with situations and people who aren't taking you to the next level for what it is you desire to have in your future concerning your money and your love life and your health overall. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? And why would this be causing any stagnation or Empress? Yeah. You're like, no, I don't need it. You want to be the Empress. You want to be wise. You want to be the mother of all those who create things, as far as the King of Pentacles being there. You're like, this situation not growing for me. I need more. And you shall have more. You understand, Virgo? You will have more with the Empress being here. This woman is wise. She knows how to make decisions. This woman is a business owner. She creates things from her mind, as you do, Virgo. She wants things that are going to be well off for her in the future. This woman is fertile with ideas. You see the moon there? You see that Temperance card there? She wants justice and balance for things that are going to be made right and right for her, where it feels right. On the inside, Virgo. Body, mind, and soul. This woman don't play no games. She ain't got time to be playing with these young behind spirits, Virgo. Let me tell you something. When the situation is not growing and it's stunting that, with the Empress being here, clarifying the actual Four of Pentacles, it's time to go. I ain't got time for all this. It's time to go. Because you are the Empress. And if you have to do it by yourself with that Ace of Cups being, as I said, dealing with you first. Look, the Emperor is coming out here too, sneaking out in the King of Rods. Yeah. You want somebody to be there for you. Why is the Three of Swords here, Spirit? And why for Virgo, and why Virgo feels like the Knight of Cups? We don't have to clarify this no more. I am highly intuitive. This is dealing with somebody young you've been dealing with, and we need to leave them alone, okay? We need to leave them alone. Because you see that cups there, it deals with emotions. Anything dealing with tenderness, love, feelings. Don't be up in your feelings. This person all up in their feelings. That three is in there. You don't need to be made nobody's option. Okay? That's a knight. Up against the king, you want your king. To hell with that. You don't need no knights. No knight in shining armor doing stuff behind the scenes trying to figure out what's going on. You need a king, baby. For this Empress, that's what you need. You need a queen, my love, my kings. You need your Empress, okay? That's what you're going to have. You're going to have somebody who's in a stable position of authority, who knows how to make just, wise decisions for your overall loving situation. You're going to have righteousness, and righteousness is going to be made for you, and harmony and injustice and goodwill, with the Justice card crossing the Lovers card here. Don't nobody got time for all that stuff. Let's get you some oracles, Virgo. People don't have time to be arguing. Life is too short. You need to enjoy it. You need to feel love and be loved. You understand, Virgo? The Lovers. You are the Lovers. Virgo's the Lovers. That's what I hear some of you say, and it just came right on out. Knight, be brave and honest. You're going to be honest. You want to be honest. That's the Angel and Ancestors deck. Now let's get you one from the Earth Magic. Because by all means, this is Earth Sense. That makes sense? Absolutely. This was a good reading. Lotus Flower. Unfoldment. Oh, that's different. That's real different. Unfoldment. Okay, let's see what it says. We got the night magic. All right, the sister got to put her glasses on. Okay. The night. Went right to it, right after another flip. The night. All right. All right. The night. Can you see that? Be brave and honest. Be honest, Virgo. Don't be deceiving yourself as to how you want things to go for you concerning your love life overall, as far as your future, somebody you can build with, create with, and be honest with overall. Do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. The knight is a knight in shining armor dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. In this sense, he is a protector of the Holy Grail and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you. Whether you are male or female, that energy is within you. You understand that? Whether you are male or female, we all are aligned with masculine and feminine energies. The energy is within you, Virgo. His sword and armor show he is courageous and strong. But if you look closely, you will see that he has a tear running down his face, showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. The extended message for you, Virgo, is this. The energy of respect is important right now. You are being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you are in a space where there's opposition, you are being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You are being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. See the justice card there? Remember the justice card? This card also brings justice, righteousness, balance, harmony, peace, consideration for your situation, forever you want to start new, Virgo. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. All right, that's your reading for that. Let's get what Earth Magic says here. You have the lotus flower. Look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? You see that? It's the lotus flower. Unfoldment. I never got that one before. The lotus flower. Let's see it better over here, I guess. Unfoldment. The lotus flower sits upon one of its leaves, having risen to the surface as the sun held in the hand of God, invites it upward to the light. This unique plant is rooted in the mud and muck at the bottom of a body of water, its stem reaching up to the surface where the leaves rest quietly. At night, the flower closes and sinks below the surface, only to rise with the daylight and once again gradually unfold its petals, its stem extending above the waterline 3 feet or more. What we learn from this amazing plant is how our own spiritual path unfolds and opens to the light. Then at times gently folds in on itself for a proper rest when the daylight fades. This period is just as necessary as the growth, for it allows the plant to integrate what it has gained in nourishment during the day. It also just as important that it is rooted and yet is And yet it is yet another miracle of nature that something so exquisitely beautiful is formed from the mud and silt at the water's bottom. Your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you're aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, Virgo, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to be the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force growth upon yourself or others for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. That was beautiful. And then love and compassion is the one behind that. That was so beautiful, Virgo. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Know that you are love. Love is in you. You, Virgo, are the light. You're the empress. You're the emperor. You are the king. For whomever wants to be behind you as that knight in shining armor, as the light. Okay? So give no competence to humiliation or those things that don't serve your just and righteous good, because you deserve love and you shall have it, but within a quiet, still inner voice inside of you, knowing what is right and just for you. Okay? So knowing what is right and just for you, love is going to come, and you are going to have those things to start new and leave all those things undeserving and unserving behind. That's your reading, Virgo. Thank you for joining me here at Earth Sense 2 Tarot 22. Come see me again. And don't forget to join me on Wednesdays at IG, Instagram for the Wednesday midweek into the weekend check-in between 7 and 8:30 at Earth_Sense for the Wednesday midweek into the weekend check-in. And check the website for your element collection, Sugar Divine. Oh my gosh, that's the one going to make me rich. Yes. earthsense777.com, or when you go to IG, the Instagram page, just hit the link and it'll take you there. All right, enjoy your night.